Hello?
Telephone number you have dialed is temporarily not in service.
El número de teléfono. Oh,
Yes, I'm trying to reach Susan Donovan, or Susanna Donovan.
speaking, sir.
Okay, this is Mr. Kamal with policeabuse.com. You have a few minutes to talk about your case?
Yes, sir, but I get excited because I'm an anxiety patient. So
Okay.
bear with me.
Okay, well, do not worry about that. I'll be patient with whatever we have to do to get through the interview. I just want to know what you have to say about what you left a message, essentially stating that there's a level of corruption in your county that includes judges, police officials, and others. And I didn't know exactly what you wanted us to do, but I can tell you what we can do, and then we can decide to go where to go from there. But before I tell you what we can do about it, why don't you tell me what happened? And what I will tell you is this is a recorded call. All of our calls are recorded. And if you need confidentiality, I would prefer that you not put any personal information in the rest of this call, and just tell me what the events are that are troubling you, and then we'll see what we can do. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Only place I can begin is the cops are convicted felons. The judge makes fun of people in the courtroom. I think there's a lawsuit against him right now for telling some man, "It's your turn, Dumbo ears." He belittles them to their clothing, to whatever. And the reason I know one of the cops is a convicted felon is because I went to jail in 2007 for something I needed possessed or consumed, which was my own medicine, and spent 4 months in there. And the one that, and I have no criminal record, I'll be 54 next month. And the one that did it was the very cop. And when he run us through Washington, D.C., he run me through state after state trying to find something on me. He finally run me through FBI in Washington, D.C. But what he didn't know is when they came back from my lawyer on paperwork, they had run the police too. And his name was on there, and it plainly stated weapons offense charge, but it didn't say what state. The other 2 cops, one said no criminal history, and one was blank.
So let me back up. Hold on. You had a criminal charge brought against you, and as part of the complaint made by the police department, when they submitted your questioning to the FBI or through the national database, their names were run as well as yours?
Yes, sir.
So then you got the output that was in the file that showed whatever the record was that came back?
Yes, sir. But all it said was his name with the other 3 cops. The finalist got arrested. It was his name, the other 2 cops' name, and one cop said his name's Mr. Chen, said no criminal history. The other one was blank, and Todd L. Wright said weapons offense charge 1996. But it didn't say what state, nothing like that.
Okay, let me ask you a couple more questions. Give me the cop's name, because we have a kind of a not such a great connection. I can still hear you, but can you spell his name for me slowly?
Todd, T-O-D-D,
Mm-hmm.
initial L,
Mm-hmm.
Wright, W-R-I-G-H.
And is he a police officer or sheriff? What is his role?
he was a county deputy, but he went straight from there, right straight over to no schooling, a convicted felon, right straight to DFS office. And the chief of police here has a DWI, hit a pregnant woman. I think she lost her baby, I'm not sure. And this is a little bitty county. And he hit a pregnant woman, and he was a county deputy, and you guys see how he has 3 or 4 DWIs.
Hold on a second. The chief of police has 3 or 4 DUIs, and he ran over a pregnant woman.
Yeah, he hit a pregnant woman, but at the time he was a county deputy, and they promoted him to chief of police.
After he did that?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, what is his name?
Trappers Jackson.
Spell that. Trapper, is that Trapper?
Trappers.
Okay,
I'm not sure how you spell it. I'm not very educated, sir.
That's all right. You're doing just great. Okay, what's his last name?
Jackson.
Okay, and where is this police department?
Felon, Missouri, Versailles, Missouri, Morgan County.
Okay, and what's the name of the police department that this Police Chief Jackson works for?
Morgan County.
Morgan County Sheriff?
He's Morgan County. He's a city. He's a city here in Stover. The county's about 8 miles down the road.
Okay, and you said is it sulfur or silver? What is it called?
Stover.
Silver?
Stover.
Okay. Oh, Stover. I got it. Stover.
Stover Candies.
Got it. I got it. Stover. I got it. All right. And so let me just go over the list of things that you left in the message and what you told me here. You told us that the police chief has been someone with a pretty bad record of DUIs. He ran over or hit a pregnant woman with a patrol vehicle. The other officers have engaged.
I don't know if it's a patrol vehicle or not, sir.
Okay.
What about it? What happened?
Okay, but he was the one driving the car, whichever car it was.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The other deputy, Todd L. Wright, what is he accused of doing?
Right now I'm suing a judge and a lawyer in Osage County right now, which will be Bagnell Dam.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's heard Bagnell Dam, pretty much all the United States of America. Anyway, suing him for illegal malpractice, but this cop, the convicted felon, is the one. A bunch of them got arrested down there. I went to my cousin's house. Haven't been there for 10 years. Her sister's called DFS. Next thing I know, law's coming in. They take us to jail. I have no criminal record, by the way. They take us up there. They go, "What you got on you, Suzanne?" I said, "Well, I got my medicine on one side of my shirt and my money on the other side." As soon as I handed it to him, he said, "Controlled substance." I said, No, that's mine. My doctor faxed something. He ignored it. He said he called poison control. Well, poison control ain't going to tell you nothing on the phone unless they analyze it. I'm not educated, but I'm not retarded.
Okay, so let me back up. So hold on. So you were arrested as part of one of this officer's investigations, but you found out when the records came back that he actually had his own felony record.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and this is Officer Todd L. Wright.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have a copy of that document?
Yes, my lawyer does, as a matter of fact. His name is Bryce Keller in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay, if we open a case for you, I will need to see that, okay?
Well, brother, I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't just for me. I can give this number to the whole county. They're starting to call it because I just got it recently.
Okay, and how did you get the number?
Highway Patrol gives it to me.
Okay, and that's actually a good thing. Obviously, there's some honest police officers out there who are looking out for citizens. So let me ask you a few more questions. What stage is your case in right now? Are you going to trial? What's the status of the case right now?
My lawyers are suing the judge and the lawyer who threw me into the system, then abandoned me in the system.
All right, and let's talk for a moment about the judge. You said the judge. What is his name? And tell me what he's been doing that you felt was offensive. I think you said he was ridiculing people and humiliating them.
Oh man, sir, he thinks he's God. He tells them he's God.
You've heard him say.
see, when he sits down that bench, he's on his throne. And in this county, the victim is always the one that goes to jail. My cousin has a rare brain tumor, the fourth known case in history of man on the planet Earth. Her sister hits her in the head with a baseball bat. She's the one that goes to jail. And gets charges filed against her for child endangerment when she was assaulted. She has the fourth known case in history.
Okay, well we'll deal with that later. I want to stick with this case now and just stay with what we're talking about with you. So you're telling me the judge misbehaves, Todd O'Wright is a felon but operating as a deputy. Do you know how he got around that? Why they would still allow him to work if he had a felony record?
Because they don't care. And before this chief of police here in Felon, Missouri, sir, the other chief of police is now gone. I don't know if he's going to trial where he's at, but he was a child molester.
Okay, well here's what I'm going to tell you. You've made some serious allegations. Some of them may be true or all of them may be true, but I have to verify anything you tell me. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do. I'm going to report this once I have enough information. So you can email us, or in our email address is on the front page of the website. If you want to email us the documents, I'll tell you basically what I need before I can go further with this. I would need to see the conviction of the officer, if you have it. If there's any newspaper if there's any newspaper clippings and other material that support the allegations against the drunk sheriff or drunk police chief, if you can give me that report where he hit the woman with his car, either on duty or off duty, it doesn't matter, then we can go further with this. At this point, I am going to publish what I've been told, so I want to make sure I have the police department's name correct. This is Morgan County Police Department?
Versailles in Felon, Missouri, yes, sir.
Okay. You said Versailles?
Can I ask? Versailles.
Versailles and Stover also? Okay. All right, well do me a favor. I'm gonna stop the call here, and what I want you to do